as well as you know, I'm David Young eat seafood, so he's having his little KFC or whatever. And this Good evening and welcome to Let's Talk, a conversation with Unc. I am your host, Uncle David. Hey, Positive Pusher, how are you? Thank you for coming through. Please excuse the noise in the background. We just finished doing a video and Auntie's doing her pre-watch before I edit. All right, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Need to help Auntie out. Be right back. All righty, I'm back. I'm doing good. I have no complaints. You know, another day above ground works for me. I haven't really seen anybody since, well, I did kind of make an appearance on Aunt Mattie TV last night, but I really haven't seen anybody since Thanksgiving. Wait, I did my live broadcast, my DJ thing Friday night, but I really haven't seen anybody since Thanksgiving. So hope everybody had a good holiday. How was your holiday, Positive Pusher? No, actually, I didn't. I was going to go, and I kind of canceled it. Well, look who's in the house. You know I got to say it. Taylor's fire and smoke cooking. What's up, Taylor? How you doing, bro? It's definitely good to see you. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for sharing me out, Aunt Mattie. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I'm going to share myself out. Yeah, thank you again for coming through. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, it's definitely good to be back in front of the camera. Yeah, kind of was missing it a little bit. So what's going on, Mr. Taylor? Thank you for coming through, Aunt Maddie, as usual. Appreciate your presence. Yeah, tonight I'm going to be talking about true happiness. So try to wait for a few more people to come in so we can have some kind of dialogue. Hmm, excuse me. Hey, ATL Shorty, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. Please make sure y'all hit that thumbs up. And I know I kind of been slacking on these lives, but I'm gonna get back on schedule. I have the schedule in my About Me section. Tuesday, Thursday, and Tuesday. Once I learn how to speak, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays at 7 o'clock for Let's Talk, a conversation with Unc. Every morning from between Sunday through Saturday. No, Monday through Saturday. I'll send out my morning motivations. And then on Friday evenings at 8, it was called Love and Slow Jams with Unc the DJ, but I think I'm gonna have to change the name because during these holiday times, nobody really wants to listen to a lot of slow music. So I'm gonna speed up the pace, introduce some old school. It's still gonna be old school mostly. I may try to throw something in there from nowadays, but the music now, I really don't care for it. It's really not music. It's just, to me, it's noise because you can't really understand, what they're saying. I thank you, Positive Pusher, and definitely, you got me checking my pulse every morning. I think that is very, very helpful. Hey, Lenny Kim, thank you for coming through. Please make sure you hit that thumbs up. Please make sure you turn my red button gray. Leave a comment so that I know that you were here. I'll definitely come over and check you out. I appreciate you coming in. Glad everything's turning out okay, ATL Shorty. Oh, man. Yeah, but getting back to this music thing, I don't know what they're playing. I came in my building this evening and somebody was playing the dramatics in the rain, and I'm like, man, I was talking to one of the tenants in the building. She was saying how they don't play music. They don't make music like they used to. Hey, Egan, they don't make music like they used to, and they definitely don't. It's more, it's like noise. Everybody's got a music machine, voice box. They don't play instruments. It's nothing like him. Hey, Lee. There's nothing like hearing a drum or a trumpet or. Now I love the saxophone. That is the drums and the saxophone are my favorite instruments. Phelan, what's up, bruh? Thank you for coming through. I love the saxophone. I'm like, man, it's just it's like it's so relaxing. When you get you hear a good jazz song. I like smooth jazz and what they call progressive jazz. The old school jazz is okay too, but anything that has a saxophone in it, it's just I'm like, man. I've come across a couple of people, as I go through YouTube and they have everybody's got a page now, so I see some people playing their little instruments but I'm usually stuck to the ones that with the saxophone. Now drums is my second. Well, drums is my first favorite. I remember I wanted to be a drummer, but like everything else I tried early in life, I kind of just like, it was like a fad. Yeah, like I'm really glad everything turned out well, ATL. And you definitely don't want, her around your daughter. That's for sure. Oh, what's up? Mr. Wise, Mr. Wise, Mr. Wise. What's going on, my brother? How you been? Long time no see. Hope all is well. Yeah, but drums has always been my favorite instrument. I like to go to. Sometimes I go to these pages and watch drum solos, and then there's the bass guitar. Well, you know what? I like music, and like I said, drums and the saxophone are my favorite. But I like real music, like like instrument music. So people playing instruments like bands, like Earth, Wind and Fire, the Dash Band, the Gap Band, Frankie Beverly. Well, that's good, Mr. Wise. I'm glad you're doing well. You, no, this is what I was looking for. What was it? Oh, you know what I thought you were going to say? What? In the cat. That happens around here. Stuff that supposed to be in the refrigerator ends up in the cabinet. Mm. Yeah, I like you know like bands and instruments. There's other stuff. Like I said, they just they got their little music box and drum machines, and I'm like, man, but hey, guess you have to learn to adjust. But that's something that I find it hard to adjust to. And then the lyrics, you don't know what they're saying. Yeah, it is. It's just noise. You have no idea what they're saying. They just like they got the thing called mumble rap. That makes absolutely no sense. Mumble rap. I mean, it's like and people actually like it. Yeah, there are some songs that have come out, but generally it's the beat that I like. I dibble dab in a little bit of hip hop, but I got to understand what they're saying. So for me, I revert back to my 70s, 80s R&B, a little bit of 90s. Yeah, if you get a good, my favorite all-time guitar player, Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix was the man. Yeah, that old school R&B, man, that's where it's at. But if you really like guitar players, for me it was Jimi Hendrix. I mean that dude, man. I was like, man, that dude is like the bomb. He was a beast. Hmm? Okay. Yep. He was definitely the best. I mean, I used to, I listened to him a little bit, but when I got in high school, record players. Let me tell you about. I used to work with this young man, and a young guy. So we was in the car in the van one day, and we were driving along. We talk about music, and he's like, "Yeah, my dad has these big giant CDs." I'm like, "Wait a minute." He's like, "Yeah, they got the little hole in the middle." He said, "But I don't know how they play them." He said, "I've never seen a CD player that can hold them." I'm like, "So are they black with like little labels on them?" He's like, "Yeah." Hey, Jess, you're never late, hon. As long as I'm talking, you're on time. You good. And I'm like, wait a minute. I said, those are records. Those are like what we call LPs. He says, no. I said, yes. He said, well, how do they play them? I said, I said, you've never seen a record player? And he's like, a stereo? No. I'm like, they have the little thing where you put it on the record player. They have a little handle with a needle on it. He's like, and it plays. He's like, all this time I saw those, but I had no idea what I was looking at. I said, you never thought to ask your dad? He was like, no, I really didn't. I'm like, man, that's crazy. But when he said they were giant CDs, man, I about lost it then. I was like, man, that's the younger generation. They don't have a clue. I was talking to my youngest son. He was like, Dad, he said, y'all music back then was really, really good. He said and he's really starting to appreciate it. Sometimes I would be sitting around and he'll start playing a little bit of music. I'm thinking he's going to play, whatever the latest thing is, the baby or whatever. But he's more into the old school R&B. Now he listens to some hip hop. Usually it's like Tupac or something like that along those lines. But yes, a record player was life. That's all we had. Record players and cassette tapes. Yeah, that is true, Mr. Wise. Like the little memory cards that go inside the cameras and the computers and stuff. You can store a whole bunch of information on there. They have like I got my external drive. Now I've seen some that are my son has one that is much bigger than this. He has one that has like it has racks, but yeah, this little thing, you know, you could put a whole lot of information on these little bitty things, and it's crazy. But it's just funny when you run across somebody who has no clue of what they're looking at or what it is we're talking about. Who are 8-track tapes? Yeah, they went out with the bump. Speaking of the bump, yeah, the dances that they do now, I won't even talk about it. I'll leave them to do their thing. Who? No, no, she wasn't. Lily, Auntie said that you made a video where you was twerking. I don't believe it. I think Auntie's being messy. See now I can't now let me know which one it said. I don't want to see that. Not Lily. Let me finally use the break dance, Karen. Get out of here. ETO Shorty. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jess. Mr. Wife played too much.
Hey, more eats. Thought it was frisbees. Yeah. Gotta be kidding. Hey, more eats, how you doing? Okay now. Watch yourself. Don't hurt yourself. Oh, where? Oh, now Lily ain't got nothing to say. She must be back in the bushes now. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate y'all. Yes, thank you, Jess. Please thumbs me up. Yeah, Lily Auntie done snitched on the nail. Oh, that's what. Oh, she ignored me. Okay, Jess. Frisbees. Really, Mr. Wise? You know I said something to you, Lily. I know you heard me. Auntie said that you have a video out that you're twerking on the video. And I told her that I don't believe her. Hey, it's the keto girl and more. Hey, Nisi, how are you? On my way home, but driving and listening. All right, cool. Oh yeah, well then I guess you can't hear if you got Kennedy. All right, so just explain to me about this video with you twerking. That's what Auntie was telling me. I told her I don't believe it. I think she was being. Oh, okay. Unc's a little slow. Okay, a little maybe a understatement. A little slow. Okay, cool. Long as you don't know nothing about that, and Auntie's being messy. Good. Tweaking. I know that was nothing. Nothing happened, hon. We we were talking about the records. You know, they also had the little 45s with the disc thing that goes in the middle. I'm sure nobody remembers those unless you old school. But yeah, now that they have the CDs, you know, they don't even use cassette tapes no more. We used everything we had was on a cassette tape. I know y'all know what a cassette tape is. I'm sure y'all do. I know most of the majority of y'all don't use them anymore, but all right, Lily, I believe you. Oh yeah, the pagers and 8 tracks. Oh yeah. And when the cell phones first came out, they had the big giant. It was big. Yeah, but tonight, like I said, I wanted to talk about true happiness. And to me, true happiness comes from being grateful. You know, being having grateful for what you have, always showing gratitude. You know, we may not have all of the things that we want, but you should just be thankful for all the things that you have. To me, if you're looking for happiness from somebody else, or having something, or you're waiting for this big raise or this big job or this big pot of money, to me, money does not buy happiness. I've heard people say, money don't buy happiness. It's usually the people that are broke that are saying it. But there are quite a few rich people who are not happy. Millie Legit, what's up, bruh? Thank you for coming through. Appreciate you. Money is just money. Money is just another thing. The more money you have, they say, the happier you are. But like I said, there are rich people that are not happy. They have plenty of money. They can buy all these things. They can go to all these places. They attract all these people. But when the people are gone and the things are turned off and they're just sitting there, or they're, wherever they are in their peaceful place, and their soul is just not happy. For some reason, maybe they don't appreciate truly what they have. Because I've heard and seen and talked to, people that are less fortunate. But they're happy because they understand that when they wake up in the morning, or whenever it is they wake up, they're able to do and go and enjoy things and just be glad with what they have. They don't have the new shoes, the new Jordans that are out, which I don't understand. Why somebody's paying $300 for some tennis shoes, but that's another story. They don't have name brand or designer clothes, but they have clothes, and so they are happy for the clothes that they have. Whatever life brings them, they're not eating filet mignon and T-bone steaks and caviar and lobster tails and all those kind of things, but they're eating. They're happy for whatever meals they have. And those are the people that generally live a much better life, because they're just appreciative for what they have. I came across a quote the other day, and it's, happiness cannot be traveled to, owned, earned, or worn. It is the spiritual experience of living every minute with love, grace, and gratitude. And there's that word again, gratitude. You have to have an attitude of gratitude. Mostly the majority of happy people are people that they get up and it's like, okay, they're complaining, they're whining. I never could understand how a person can wake up and the first thing out of their mouth is a complaint. If you wake up and you're complaining, you have missed the whole big picture of life itself. The fact that you are awake should be a hint that you should be grateful, because there are quite a few people that when we wake up and we open our eyes, there are people that have closed theirs for the last time. And they don't get the benefit of seeing a new day. I don't care if it's snowing, if it's raining, if it's cold, if it's hot. Okay, maybe hot. No, seriously though. But if it's hot, I mean, whatever day, every day is a great day. Because we're here. We have survived everything that we have been through. Everything. Every heartache, losing a job, losing a loved one, sickness, whatever it has been, everybody in this chat, and anybody that comes back to watch it, we all have something in common. We're survivors. And for that, we should be forever grateful. Hope my neighbors ain't falling through the floor. Should be forever grateful. The first thing out of our mouth when we wake up should be thank you. Just be thankful and grateful that you have been given the opportunity to see another day. And everything that happened yesterday, if you tried to do something that it didn't work, well, you got another day to try it. See if it'll work this time. Don't worry about tomorrow, because that's definitely not promised, and there's no guarantee that you're going to get to see tomorrow. It's just not promised. But live in the moment. Enjoy this day. Yeah, it is and I tell people like, I tell people I'm not motivated by money, and I'm truly not. I understand that money is a necessity that we, like a tool, something that we need to get us the things that we need. But if money is your motivation, if money is why you get up every day, if money is the reason why you live your life, you will never have enough money. So therefore, if you don't have enough money, you can never be truly grateful. Because people that are grateful are those that understand that I have what I have, I do the best I can with what I have, and I'm thankful for what I have. But if you're always constantly, I got to get a bigger house, I need to get a better car, I need to have this, I need to have that, I need to have these designer clothes. And you got a guy that's sitting over on the other side, he's got a pair of jeans that got holes in them, and it's not by design. Because they're selling the, they sell the jeans with the holes in them, but their jeans aren't, but that's not by design that they have the holes in their jeans. That's because that is the only thing that they have. But yet they're grateful because they have something to cover themselves up with. So it is important for you to understand what it is that motivates you. What is it that makes you want to thrive and be better? What is it that the reason why you get up out of the bed or off the floor, wherever it is you choose to sleep? Thank you for sharing me out, Keto. So next time you think about complaining about something, hey, what up, cuz? G Daddy Media, what's happening? Thank you for coming through, bruh. Appreciate you. Just think about it. You get a sandwich and it's not quite right. It ain't what you asked for. But if you hungry, you ask for tomatoes and they come without the tomatoes. Uh, appreciate the fact that they even fixed you a sandwich, that you were able to get that sandwich. Because there's some folks that just eating bread, and usually it's bread that they got from somewhere else. No matter how bad your situation, there's always somebody in a worse situation. So you need to be forever grateful. Does everybody have G Daddy Media? That is Auntie's first cousin. Yeah. What's up, Fireball Fred? What's going on, nephew? Now, granted, he's a Cowboy fan, but it's okay. It's all right. Nobody's perfect, so it's okay. We all have our flaws. It's all right, cuz I understand. As they say, you can't help who you love, but you knew it was coming. You knew it. I am going to enjoy this until next football season. So every time I run across a Cowboy fan, I'll make sure I got a broom. Mm-mm. For those of you who do not have G Daddy Media, make sure y'all get over there to him. If for no other reason, we're gonna get him to the next set of 100s. So because he said every time he gets to 100, the next level, he's gonna do push-ups. So if we don't do nothing else, cuz you better make sure you speak to the rest of the folk. They feel like you're being rude. Tea time. Hey, lady, how you doing? Yeah, make sure you speak to everybody, cuz it'll make life a little difficult for you. Oh, no, it's every 50. Okay. And so make sure you speak to everybody, or else they won't come over there and see you. You won't get to the next 50. Yeah, Lily, he being grown. Yeah, everybody make sure y'all hit that thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. All right, Positive Pusher, thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate you. I'll catch you in the morning. Thank you, Fred. I'm trying to do a little something, little home improvement. Nah, bro, this is actually my house. Yeah, this is the TV room. It's just nobody's here right now. Yeah, I know you ain't believing me, Fred, but it was a nice try. Okay, Millie Legit, thank you. Thank you, Maurice. I appreciate that. Hey, cuz, I just want to tell you, Uncle Rome came through last night on Maddie's live.
Yeah, I got some more work. Okay. Look on the outside the bed. So I actually don't know. So you can go buy you a case of water.
Yeah, but just make sure that you appreciate the things that you have. It's it is important because you cannot expect to get more if you are constantly complaining or are unappreciative of what you currently have. I mean, why do you think you deserve more if you don't appreciate what you have? You complaining about the car you have, not understanding that there are some people that probably wish they had the little hoopty you got. Hey, Fred, yeah. Yeah. It's and make sure when you say it, Fred, that you say the keto girl and more. Yeah, she has upgraded. So the boom boom room. Who going to the boom boom room? Wait a minute. Mm. Yeah, people have a tendency to just complain about their house ain't big enough, or it's just stuff. These are things, and if you're looking for happiness from if you're looking for somebody else to give you happiness, looking for happiness in another individual is a recipe for disaster, simply because as human beings we are all flawed and imperfect, and so at any moment we change, and so you will never find true happiness in somebody else. You'll never find true happiness in in a thing, because things go away, things break. Money runs out. And as I said, if money is your motivation, you'll never be happy. Not excuse me, not truly happy. Last night I was like, why is this saying in the bed? It was kitty litter from the cat. Oh man, this is why I love Fred, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, Fireball Fred is the man. I appreciate you, nephew. It's good to see you coming back around. Guess old girl had you on lockdown, but it's okay. I completely understand. It's all right. Hmm? Yeah, Fred is one of my favorite people as well. You find it? You look under in the cabinet too by the door. I mean, when you first walk in the kitchen. Oh. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. Y'all was trying to figure something out here. Been so busy. This new job half the time. Like screw you. Wow. Yes, tea time. Tea time. But I really appreciate everybody that comes through. I thank y'all so much. I need to step off for a quick second. So please enjoy the music. I'll be right back. Hey y'all. Really, Fred? Elevator music? IAT time. Thank you for coming through. I'll see you next time. I'm on hold with the light. My bad, Fred. Good night. Where you going? You leaving too, Lily? I mean, it's like 10 more minutes. I was telling Tea Time good night because she said she's going to decorate the tree. Thank you, Fred. Appreciate that. Once again, if y'all don't have G Daddy Media, make sure you go over there and check him out. I guess this is the time for the announcements. Uh-oh. Come on, Fred, give it to him. Nah, I got about 10 more minutes, Lily. I'm trying to keep this thing at an hour. Up there he is. Yeah, y'all get over to the G Daddy Media. Go ahead, Fred. What's the joke, bruh? Ah. Okay, Fred. You win. I'm going to be. I want to put together a panel and discuss chivalry. Is it dead? Is it not dead? Is it, you know? So I'm going to try to put together a panel for that. I'm going to put out some feelers. So if you're interested in joining the panel, just let me know. You can hit me up on IG. That'll be for, I'm shooting for next Thursday. That's my Instagram link. So if you're interested, let me know. Want to have a mixed panel, men and women, and just talk about chivalry. Old fashioned gentlemanliness, if that is such a word. The guys still open doors? Do they still pump gas? Do they still help carry the bags? Is it important? In this, I'm not sure how important it is for the newer generation. So maybe we can have a discussion about it. I'll see if I can find some new school, and talk to see what they think about it. Fred, Fred, uh, 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 whoo, mm, mm, mm. Fred, whoo. There they go keto starting stuff. She done already said she don't know nothing about it. Yeah, Fred is wild, G Daddy. He is wild. He is hilarious. And I can't wait for this COVID thing to end so that, although I want to meet as many people as possible, there's some that are kind of high on the priority list. I won't name any names because, I don't want nobody to think that I don't, want to see them. Really, Keto? Fred, somehow I don't want that image in my head. And Keto just starting stuff. I don't know, G Daddy. I don't know. Like my son was saying, somebody posted something that said, good luck taking the vaccine. And they'll be watching for you when they had that commercial. If you took the COVID vaccine in 2020, there's a class action lawsuit that you can sign up for. Something like, how them commercials go. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to wait and see. Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna try to get us old people to take it first. But I got this thing about vaccines. That's why I don't take the flu shot. I think the last vaccine I had was for measles or something. You know, the ones they give you when you're a kid. Polio vaccine and all that stuff. Dang. You know, so I remember watching. I was working at a job, and they came down, to give us the flu shot. And I remember this lady getting the flu shot, and I swear about 5 minutes later, she had passed out on the floor. Now I don't know if she just, had some kind of allergic reaction or whatever the case may be, and it just wasn't for her. Well, for me, I just refused to take that chance. I think the last time I had the flu once that I can remember, and I was about 18 then, so that's like 40 years ago. I generally usually don't get sick. If I get a cold, it doesn't last that long. I've never been a sickly person. So, I'm grateful for that. But, that flu shot, they say they give you the flu so that you don't get the flu. Okay, well, that makes a whole lot of sense to me. But, okay, so they're going to give me cancer so that I don't get cancer, or they're going to give me COVID so that I don't get COVID. Okay, I don't know about that. But to each his own. I'm sorry that they're going to make you take it, Fred. I hope it works out for you. I mean, that's crazy to me, because if, there's some people that take medication like myself. And so if they give me this vaccine and it doesn't go with my medicine, now I got another issue. Exactly, Jess. And just like everything else, this thing can mutate. So I let them have their do their thing, and however they want to do it. But I'd like to thank everybody for coming out this evening. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank you for the thumbs up. I'll be back on tomorrow evening. I have no idea what the new name is going to be, but I will be playing old school music from 8 to 10. I'll also be back on live Saturday night for more Let's Talk, a conversation with Unc. And once again, I'm here every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 7 p.m. So please make sure y'all tell a friend, tell a family member. Hell, if you got an enemy or two, tell them too. Hey, we just need butts in the seat. All right, Fred. Thank you for coming through. Thank you, G Daddy Media. Thank you, Jess, Keto, Lily, Aunt Maddie, Millie Legit, Tea Time, More Eats. I appreciate y'all coming through. I love y'all dearly. As I like to say, be happy on purpose, and know that I believe in you. Believe in you too. Peace.